Hello and welcome back to my channel if you are a returning viewer, and if you're new here, I'm so happy that you found me. Today I will be painting this Studio Ghibli scene. I will be painting it with gouache in my sketchbook. As always, preparation first, so I'm starting with some washi tape and clipping my pages together. This time I will be using this image as my reference picture. I'm not sure which movie this is from, so if you know, please let me know in the comments. And I start by doing a very simple sketch, just mapping up the big shapes on my page. One thing that really caught my eye in that reference photo was the very dramatic sky. I really like the colors and the textures. I love the combination of the yellow and orange and purples. I think it makes the sky look very expressive. I am doing my best to emulate the same feeling on my page. I did struggle painting the clouds at some point, and you will see further on that I probably could have blended them a little bit more. One of my favorite parts of that sky was the striking orange color and the combination of that color with the purples and pink. I think it's really beautiful. Here I started building the clouds on the right hand side, and in the beginning they were a little bit too blue, so I added a bit more purple to them, but still keeping that blue undertone. And here I started working on the clouds in the top part of the painting. I think I've done few mistakes here. I think in general I overworked them or underworked them. I believe, looking at my final painting, I could have blended the colors a little bit more. Like the rest of the painting, it's pretty much nicely blended, and the clouds, in my opinion, are not blended enough, and I think they end up being the least favorite part for me of that painting. But in general, nothing lost, and I think few things gained. Definitely few experiences and few lessons to add to my bucket of experiences. And I know next time I will be attempting to paint dramatic clouds like this, I will definitely approach them in a different way, and hopefully they will turn out better next time. I think this is the point when I started to overwork them. I should have just left adding the colors and go in with some water maybe, and just make sure I blend them properly. And on the other hand, those clouds on the right I'm painting now, they turned out quite nice. I don't know if it was the combination of colors, it was only the shades of blue or tones of blue, and I think maybe that made it a little bit easier for me, but I think they turned out so much nicer than the clouds on the right. And now for the trees. Trees have always been my favorite thing to paint, whether it's gouache or acrylics or watercolors. I always love painting trees. And here I started with just a basic mid-tone, and then I started building the shadows and highlights using greens as well, but adding a bit more blue to create shadows and adding yellow to create highlights on those trees. I absolutely love seeing how when you start adding shadows and highlights, you create a bit more contrast in your painting and everything just comes alive then. I love that part of the painting. Here I started working on a meadow, and as you can see, I'm using quite a big brush, but then I decided to switch to a smaller brush because I believe it would add a little bit more texture to the grass. And I didn't plan on painting every single blade of grass separately, so wanting to create that texture, I thought using a smaller brush will help me with that. Also, if you're wondering why there's two different colors in that meadow, I think it's because there's a gap in the trees, and where the trees create shadow, the meadow is a bit darker, and when there's a gap in the trees, you see that nice bright yellow grass. Here, I think my camera died and I didn't get the footage of painting that path, and that's how we got here. We ended up on the right side of the painting when I'm painting the bushes and more grass. As always, I start with just a plain color. It's like a mid-tone, but I do add a little bit more water in places to create different shades. When the base was dry, I started adding different leaves and flowers and some grass, but I will skip through parts of this because nobody wants to see me painting million leaves. So here we are. I'm almost finished with painting my leaves and my grass and my flowers. And in general, I am very pleased how this painting turned out, except the clouds. I don't really like the clouds, but you know, next time I will do better. Just before we go, I just wanted to let you know it took me about 2.5 hours from start to finish to do this painting. It definitely wasn't one of the quickest things to paint, but in the end, I really like the result. Hopefully, you enjoyed this video too. You enjoyed watching my cloud struggles. And if you did, don't forget to like and comment. And if you'd like to see more content from me, don't forget to subscribe. For now, I thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Take care, bye bye.